Hello and welcome to What's That Thing? My name is Whitney and today we have a story written by me in the Imagination Storytime. The Sky Otter. Once there was a tiny speck floating in darkness. One day, something strange began to happen. The speck started growing slowly, then faster and faster and faster until suddenly it burst. There was a loud popping sound, a rush of light, and wind and steam exploding into chaos. Hiding inside that speck was the universe. When the explosion happened, it caused a lot of confusion. It was completely unexpected that there would be all of space and the building blocks of life inside a minuscule speck. Way, way, way off in the distance was a creature floating undisturbed by all the confusion. It was Sky Otter, the most amazing creature anyone could ever imagine. She was made of light and could swim faster than a lightning strike. She had a tail of stardust and whiskers that glittered like jewels. Sky Otter calmly floated on her back while the beginning of time swirled around her. She balanced a meal of space oysters on her belly, just enjoying her snack, when suddenly a comet whizzed past her, trailing a dazzling and dangerous tail of glittering ice, nearly forcing the otter to dump all her delicious bivalves. She decided right then that the universe needed organizing. Otherwise, she'd never be able to eat her favorite meal again. Knowing where to start was a bit overwhelming. Sky Otter looked around. She saw nothing but starlight stretching out forever. When faced with a difficult task, it is always best to start with one piece and work from there, she thought to herself. She reasoned that organizing the light by color would make the most sense. With nothing but an empty oyster shell in her paws, Sky Otter flicked her tail, zooming through the sky, collecting all the yellow light. When she finished, she clamped the oyster shell closed and shook it. Light slammed back and forth against the mother of pearl lining, smoothing it into a luminous golden orb. The orb burst from the shell, shining a warm light. "Are you all right?" Sky Otter asked the yellow sphere. "I had to shake you pretty hard. I hope I didn't hurt you." "No, I'm not hurt, just confused," the round being replied. "Well, since no one else was going to do it, I've been organizing the universe. You are the first thing I made. What do you think?" Sky Otter asked. "I think you did a wonderful job," the new creature answered. "But what am I?" Sky Otter thought for a moment, then said, "You are Sun, a yellow, shining star." "Sun," Sun said, trying out her new name. "That seems to fit me well. Thank you. Who are you?" "I'm Sky Otter," the silvery swimmer replied. "Very nice to meet you," Sun said, because it really was. "Can I help you with your work?" "Yes, that would be stupendous," Sky Otter said excitedly, thinking about how many extra oysters she'd have time to eat if Sun helped. "Let's collect the green light next," Sky Otter said, handing over another empty shell, discovering that stars don't have paws when the shell burned up in the blazing starshine. "Oh dear," said Sun. "It seems I am too hot to gather up starlight, but maybe I could travel with you to keep you company?" she suggested. "Yes, that would be wonderful. It is a little lonely out here," said Sky Otter. Swimming in the black sky, gathering green glimmers, Sky Otter thought her shell felt full, so she turned to tell Sun it was time to shake it, and realized her new friend wasn't there. She wondered where Sun was, but kept working because she was hungry for oysters. Meanwhile, Sun was stuck in the place where she burst from her shell, and was so scared and lonely she didn't know what to do. "Sky Otter!" she shouted for her friend, but there was no answer. Though Sun had the power to shine, She did not feel bright without her friend nearby. The longer Sky Otter was gone, the dimmer Sun's glow became. Far off on the other side of the universe, Sky Otter finished collecting light. She had made stars of every color and felt very satisfied with her work. "I can't wait to eat more oysters," she said to herself. "But there is so much work to do. The universe is still very messy," she fretted. Her tummy growled for tasty mollusks, but she missed her friend and rushed back to see where she'd last seen her, collecting space dust in her shell along the way. When she arrived at the place she'd seen Sun, there was nothing left but a tiny yellow pinpoint of light. "Sun, is that you?" she asked, feeling very worried. "Where have you been?" Sun replied in the quietest of whispers. "I've been cleaning up the other colors of starlight. Why didn't you come with me?" Sky Otter whispered back to her friend. "I can't move. I am stuck where you made me. I was so lonely without you," Sun said, with all the strength she had left. Sky Otter was afraid Sun would disappear forever. She knew she'd better apologize before it was too late. "I'm sorry, Sun. I had no idea you wouldn't be able to move. I shouldn't have left you alone for so long." Sky Otter stopped as she saw little droplets of shimmering tears falling down Sun's face. "I thought we were a team," Sun said. "It wasn't very nice to exclude me that way." Sky Otter realized that Sun was right. "We are a team," she said enthusiastically. "And we will find you a new job, you'll see." Sun shone brighter, and Sky Otter knew she was forgiven. Just then she remembered her shell was full of bits and pieces. "Sun, will you use your light to help me see what I collected in my shell?" Sky Otter asked. Sun shone even brighter to be as helpful as possible. Sky Otter opened the shell and out floated a planet. It quickly drifted away. Sky Otter watched it go, not sure what to do. But Sun had a plan. With all her strength, Sun blasted out a solar flare full of intense heat and captured the planet in her orbit, making the globe move along an invisible ring. "You are the keeper of the planets," shouted Sky Otter. Sun beamed more brightly than ever before. 8 times Sky Otter brought planets to Sun, and Sun gave each one a special orbit. It was hard work, and the yellow star became very tired. Happy to have a job, but lonely each time Sky Otter went away, her bright light began to fade. Sky Otter worried about her friend. Then she noticed something she hadn't seen before, an odd kind of space rock. It was rough with pointy edges and a platinum surface. She wondered if this rock might make Sun smile. She reached out to grasp the rock. "Hey, who do you think you are?" it said in a grouchy voice. "Who said you could touch me?" "I'm sorry," Sky Otter said, startled by the talking rock. "You are a beautiful space rock. I thought you might cheer up my sad friend." The glittering rock asked, "Why is your friend sad?" "Because she is lonely," Sky Otter answered, looking worried. Without hesitation, the rock replied, "I will keep her company." Overjoyed, Sky Otter stowed the loveliest rock she'd ever seen in her shell and swam like lightning to Sun. "I have a gift for you," Sky Otter said, out of breath. "I hope it's not another planet," Sun said wearily. "It's something better," said Sky Otter, ready to erupt with excitement. Slowly, she opened her shell. A smooth platinum rock appeared, no longer jagged, but now a glossy globe, softened by the oyster shell. His name was Moon. "Hi," he said. "Hi," Sun replied, feeling delight to have a companion. All at once, Moon began to float away. "Hey, what's going on?" Moon shouted, scared he would lose all the friends he'd just made. Sun was too weak to make a new orbit just for Moon, and instead shot out a small flare pushing Moon toward the first planet Sky Otter created. Marbled in blue and green and white, they decided to name it Earth, where now Moon began to circle, and a curious thing happened. His sparkling surface reflected sun's light down onto the planet, making it even lovelier. Together, the friends watched as the newly formed solar system moved in a circular rhythm around the sun. Moon was delighted to show off his shine, and Sun was happy to have company. And Sky Otter? Well, Sky Otter was exhausted. She decided to take the rest of the day off and float on her back and enjoy a delicious space oyster or two. Tomorrow, she'd get back to working on the universe. The end. If you enjoyed the story, please hit the like button to let me know. Subscribe for more original stories in the future. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. You help the channel grow. See you next time.